Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is June 28th, 2023. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is time to talk about tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite on TBS, featuring the fallout from this past Saturday night's joint pay-per-view between AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling, Forbidden Door, which will be live from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And I know not too long ago, Hamilton was one of the cities on this Canadian tour that they was kind of struggling with the ticket sales, so hopefully they have picked up, and maybe we'll get some last minute ticket sales today. Maybe people will show up at the door kind of last minute for Dynamite tonight. And let's get into tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. Like I said, featuring the fallout from Forbidden Door. As we found out on the Forbidden Door media scrum, Chris Jericho interrupting Sting and Darby Allin and challenging them to a tornado tag match tonight. So we will see Jericho and Sammy Guevara take on Sting and Darby Allin in a tornado tag. And I want to say that Jericho may have said no disqualifications as well. So just gonna have a fight. And tonight we will also see Jon Moxley taking on Tomohiro Ishii, which should be a pretty entertaining match. And we will hear from Jungle Boy Jack Perry after that heel turn, him breaking up the team known as Jungle Hook himself and Hook. And I was thinking about this one since Forbidden Door on Sunday, since they're going with a heel turn. I was thinking that maybe they will have them drop the Jungle Boy name and just go by Jack Perry for now on, because to me anyway, Jungle Boy kind of seems like a bit of a babyface name, not so much as like a heel name. But they could have him come out, cut a promo, say he is dropping the Jungle Boy gimmick. Well, not actually like call it a gimmick, but maybe have him drop the whole Jungle Boy thing and just go by Jack Perry. And this could be a good heel run, of course, since he turned on Hook. You would think his first feud as a heel will be with the cold-hearted handsome devil. And maybe since they had on Forbidden Door where Taz was so upset that Jack Perry turned on his son, maybe they could have during this feud where Hook could go over to Jack Perry could go over to the announced position and maybe do something to Taz or get in his face or something as these two feud. And there'll be more drawings of partners for the blind tag tournament. We already know that Adam Cole, Bebe, and MJF will be teaming up. And speaking of Adam Cole, hopefully he's feeling better. Was real sick, and that's why on Sunday, last minute, he was pulled from Forbidden Door, and the match between him and Filthy Tom Lawler did not take place. Hopefully we will see that match maybe sometime down the road. I was looking forward to that match, and I know Tom Lawler has already said that he would like to have a match against Adam Cole still. And the Owen Hart Foundation tournament continues with another match in the women's tournament. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, will be taking on Ruby Soho from the Outcast. And that is the card as of right now for tonight's AEW Dynamite on TBS. Forbidden Door last Sunday, great pay-per-view, I thought. And still, if you missed the 360 Wrestling Fanatic after, I know it was about sometime around 3 a.m. when I finally started recording after the media scrum, and I might have sounded a little tired during that, but go back and listen to that if you haven't heard it yet. And also, last night did a quick recap of NXT Gold Rush Week 2 and last night's episode of Dark Side of the Ring, which featured the Junkyard Dog. And just a reminder, no new Dark Side of the Ring next week. We'll return in 2 weeks with an episode about Adrian Adonis. And this week of pro wrestling continues. Got another pretty big weekend with WWE's Money in the Bank this Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern. And that reminds me, as of right now, I have decided my plan, unless things change, for 360 Wrestling Fanatic. I'm probably not going to do an episode right after Money in the Bank. What I'm planning on doing is, since it'll probably only be maybe a couple hours or so between Money in the Bank and AEW Saturday Collision, I'll do an episode after Collision where I recap both Money in the Bank and that night's episode of Collision. Like the old saying says, kill two birds with one stone, and just do one episode and talk about both shows. So hopefully that'll work out well. And that's all for this morning's episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Hope everyone enjoyed NXT and Dark Side of the Ring last night. Of course, hope everyone also enjoys AEW Dynamite tonight. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, or want to leave feedback on last night's NXT Gold Rush Dark Side of the Ring, The Junkyard Dog, or what's going to happen next in AEW after Forbidden Door, and then coming in August, all in London. Leave your feedback in the comments section on Spreaker or whichever website or podcast app you are listening to on. Hope to have more new episodes of 360 Wrestling Fanatic coming at you all week. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.